Hello, and welcome to our radio drama presentation of Batman and Robin. Please note that this is a live performance, and the cast has had no rehearsals together, so there may be occasional stumbles in the dialogue. Well, I don't know about that one, but this is a pretty awful film, and, well, quite honestly, we reserve the right to take creative liberties, make snarky comments, generally do whatever the hell is required to make this show better than it otherwise would be. I hope you're ready, because I'm not. You're welcome. We're expecting to have a lot of fun, and hope you will too. And now, please at least attempt to enjoy Batman and Robin. Suit up! Gloves! Gloves! Chest plate with nipples! Butt shot! Belt shot! Butt shot! Belt shot! Shin guards! Mask! Cowl! Weapons! Swishing cape transition to the Batcave's garage where the Batmobile races up on a platform, unbeknownst to Notsky's cave. Batman and Robin walk up to it on separate staircases, setting them up for an impeccable establishing shot.
I want a car.
What?
Chicks dig the car.
Are you serious right now? We're 1 minute and 45 seconds into the movie and you're asking me this? Ah, damn it, this is why Superman works alone.
Batman climbs into the vehicle while Alfred watches nearby, wondering why did they adopt this child.
Do try to bring this one back in one piece, sir. The insurance premiums are getting a bit excessive for even your budget.
Are we talking about the car or the kid?
Yes.
¿Por qué no los dos? Batman gives an okay sign before driving off. Once he's gone, Robin's Redbird motorcycle is deployed onto the platform.
Hey, don't enough out for me, Al.
I'll cancel the pizzas. We'll have pizza time later.
Pizza time.
As Robin drives off, Alfred grimaces in pain. As the two heroes drive through the streets of Gotham, Commissioner Gordon briefs them.
Batman, a new villain has commandeered Gotham Museum. He's frozen the Antiquities wing. He's turning security guards into ice. He's called himself Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Meanwhile, guards rush to the half-frozen museum, avoiding icicles as they close in on Mr. Freeze.
Nobody wants to say anything?
Drop your weapon or we'll shoot. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous right now because you're a villain.
The Iceman cometh.
Zap! The guards are promptly frozen alive, and Freeze's henchmen, dressed like a cross between War Boys from Mad Max and Hockey Player. Why didn't we just get the extras from friggin', I don't even remember what it was called anymore. Bring in another guard and force him to his knees.
Please, show some mercy. Mercy? I'm afraid that my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
The last guard is frozen solid. I remembered now, they were like the Mighty Ducks, and the villain turns his attention to a display containing a giant diamond.
I always liked that cartoon. In this universe, there's only one absolute. Everything freezes.
Batman descends to the stained glass of the museum. That was probably expensive, but he is, who he is. He can afford it. He lands on the head of a Brontosaurus model.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Hi, Batman, I'm Dad.
This is gonna be a long night.
Batman slides down the neck and back of the dinosaur model like a skateboarder without a board. Oh, that's definitely not the anagram I was gonna go with that. Wham! He flies into Freeze, kicking him in the chest and knocking the diamond away.
You're not sending me to the cooler.
Robin's bike blasts through an ornate wooden door at the far end of the room. Jeez, okay, look, the villain just froze things. He didn't destroy them. You guys are causing far more damage. I'm not liable. The bike skids and knocks a vase up into the air. Batman catches the vase, and the bike hits Freeze, knocking his weapon away.
Nice catch.
You break it, you buy it.
You could buy it.
Grab the gem! Kill the heroes!
More henchmen skate in and surround the hero. Skating in? Why are we suddenly skating? You know what? I'm not even going to question it anymore.
Yes! Kill them! Kill them! Destroy everything! Ah!
It's like the Mighty Ducks from hell.
The heroes fight the henchmen as Freeze coolly walks away, beating up police officers as he goes. Well, that's not very cool of you. As the heroes stand up after another tussle, they tap their feet together and skating blades emerge from their shoes. They're quite lucky to have this overly specific feature ready, but you know what? Who matters? They didn't know there was ice involved before they left the Batcave.
I mean, it's the 90s. We gotta be ready for the on-ice version of this. Anyway, you get the ice, I'll get the Iceman.
That made me laugh, and the narrator has lost their place in the script. Uno momento, por favor.
It's okay, we also have shark repellent.
The remaining henchmen
No, that's a different Batman movie.
Oh, TV
I'm
show.
not saying we're going to reference that later, but we're totally going to reference that later.
Oh, sweet Mother Mary and Christ. The remaining henchmen skate around using hockey sticks to dribble the diamond around like a puck. You know, I wasn't intending on my Mighty Ducks reference going this hard, but it totally is. It's not clear why they don't just pick it up. This seems far less difficult. Robin, wielding a hockey stick that we can only assume he took from another henchman, skates up and steals the puck. Meanwhile, Mr. Freeze chucks a cop up to the ceiling, knocking his weapon down from the ledge.
Ducks rock. Thanks.
The cop falls back down to the floor. On the other side of the room, Robin knocks away the hockey grunts and picks up the diamond.
Nice ice.
He skates up to Batman.
I got mine. Where's yours?
They look over to Freeze, who grins at them menacingly. Wasn't he just facing the other direction?
Hit me, boys. No. Oh. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
He turns the Brontosaurus model into an icicle, and it collapses under its increased weight. The hench skaters return and knock the diamond away from the heroes.
I apologize. My script was frozen. Hit me, boys!
Thwap! They slapshot the crystal to their boss.
Thanks for playing.
Mr. Freeze descends into an armored tank that then turns into a rocket. Although it's not quite clear how the thing works, but it just does, because this is the 90s. Swing! Batman uses a grappling hook to hoist himself up to the rafters and then falls into the open door of the rocket. He looks up and sees Mr. Freeze standing in the upper area at the control panel.
I was hoping you'd drop in.
Robin uses his not batarangs to cling to the rocket as it takes off, crashing through another ornate glass window. Wonderful. That's more to add to the writers.
We'll just put it on my tab. It's cool. Keep going.
Inside the rocket, Mr. Freeze blasts Batman's wrist, pinning him to the wall despite the fact that he's already been shown to have the ability to freeze someone entirely. The villain points gleefully to the rocket's altimeter.
Watch the numbers, for they are the harbinger of your doom. Can you feel it coming? The icy cold of space? At 30,000 feet, your heart will freeze and beat no more. After you're frozen, your icy tomb will plummet back to Gotham.
Freeze, you're mad. If this capsule explodes, it'll slaughter thousands.
Freeze well.
As the rocket enters the stratosphere, the Iceman jetsons himself from the rocket and Why can I not read this line? I don't know if it's
Because your lips are frozen.
jettisons himself from the rocket and uses glider wings to safely make his descent. That's why I was stumbling. The word is wrong. Robin, still clinging to the side of the rocket, climbs into his newly created opening.
Nice timing. Who invited you?
I was just, hanging around.
I thought you'd stay in the museum. Round up some thugs.
How about nice to see you? Thanks for saving my life.
Robin, acting like every prepubescent teenage child, uses a he-right to free that man, who pulls out a device and places it on the inside of the rocket. Because of course he does.
A bat bomb?
Yeah, not the first time we've ever had to deal with this, and hopefully the last time we will ever have to deal with this for at least another 14 years. Anyway, we have to blow this up before it turns Gotham into a crater, like every other goddamn time.
Now what? We call a taxi in the air?
Batman pulls the emergency hatch lever over one side of the hull. Robin gets the other. Apparently, Mr. Freeze was extra safe and installed 3 doors.
How very considerate. Anyway, watch the first step.
Hell yeah, surf's up. Let's hang some 10.
Since when did Robin, reside in California? Whatever. They reside the hatches and ride the metal doors down through the air like skateboards. Cowabunga, dude. Don't worry about the physics. They quickly plummet to the same altitude as Mr. Freeze, and Batman grabs him from behind, causing the villain to lose his grip on the diamond, which Robin recovers. But he skids across the roof of a skyscraper.
Cowabunga!
Seriously, we don't do that crossover until the mid to late 2010s. Gah!
Pizza time.
Freeze blasts downward, starting to reduce his falling velocity.
He's freezing the furnace, which is like the opposite of a furnace.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You're getting a promotion. I'll save a seat for you over at the Hall of Justice.
The Freeze use grappling hooks to grab the furnace grates to halt their fall. As the villain touches down and starts running, they sprint after him, and Robin leaps.
Hey, I got him.
Robin is frozen solid.
guess
Apparently,
not.
Mr. Freeze decided it was worthwhile this time. He grabs the diamond from Robin's icy hands.
Stay cool, bird boy.
Freeze's tank bursts through a nearby wall, and the villain approaches it as Batman moves towards Robin.
Can you be called Batman? You have 11 minutes to thaw the bird. Will you chase the villain or save the boy? Your emotion makes you weak. That's why this day is mine. I'll kill you next time.
Freeze gets away while Batman thaws his sidekick. Why don't you just kill him now? Because that would make your life so much easier.
I'll
No,
kill
no, no.
him
We
next
don't
time.
kill unless it happens to be by accident. You know, when we eat someone off a rooftop or something. It's
Next
it's
time.
completely by accident, not our fault.
You're a hero. You don't get say on what the villain does.
Next
That is
time.
fair.
Do we get the Cheerios?
Elsewhere in a deep jungle, a woman with brown hair and glasses wearing a lab coat speaks into an audio recording device.
Fran, my experiment to make the dendrobium orchid and the South American rattlesnake has failed again. But I still have high hopes for the animal-plant crossbreedings. If I can only find the right dose of venom, these plants will be able to fight back like animals. I'll have given flora a chance against the thoughtless ravages of man.
She turns as she hears a pained scream in the distance.
Personal note, my work would proceed faster if Dr. Woodrue weren't always whisking my venom samples back to his mysterious Gilgamesh wing. Why won't he let me into his lab with my samples?
More screaming commences.
What's he even doing in there?
Well, I mean, has anyone seen Eddie recently? Sorry, wrong film. The woman walks up to a large door that reads Gilgamesh Wing, keep out, and carefully pushes it open. Apparently, it wasn't important enough to lock. She creeps through the hallway and walks into an open room where a manic-looking scientist makes a presentation to a group of wealthy-looking people and military figures in the rafters.
Ladies and gentlemen of the ununited nations and our mysterious bidder, may I present Antonio Diego, serial murderer, serving life in prison and sole surviving volunteer.
Antonio spits at the door before being strapped onto an operating table with manacles by lab assistants. Ah, kinky.
And what a charmer he is. By merely drilling 3 concentric holes directly into Antonio's cranial cavity, I have created viaducts into the most primitive parts of his brain, the limbic system. And now I add my super soldier serum, codename Venom, to which I add my very own recipe of steroids and toxins.
Isn't this breaking copyright law? I'm not entirely certain. His lab assistants put a luchador mask on the volunteer and attach tubes to the holes in his head.
Plug him in. Time to scream.
The venom is pumped into Antonio, giggity, who writhes and screams as his entire body inflates, becoming overly muscular.
Genius! Behold, the ideal killing machine. I call this little number Bane. Bane of humanity! Imagine it, your own private army made up of thousands of these super soldiers. Bidding begins at a mere 10 million.
Ah, Al the Edge. He hits a button on Bane's chest, injecting additional venom into the monstrosity.
Turbo! Show off for daddy.
Ah, I was right. This is awkwardly kinky. Woodrue backs away as Bane roars and breaks free of his restraints. The lab assistants attempt to restrain the super soldier, but are tossed aside with ease. Bane then rips free of his restraints.
I am a Bane.
That's not what I expected it to sound like.
I am a Bane.
This line just
Also,
says Woodrue, so I
Don't
think the line
worry,
is messed up.
This is the script adapter's fault. Woodrue turns and sees Isley hiding in the corner.
Dr. Isley, welcome to my parlor.
He quickly leads her out of the Gilgamesh wing and into the main laboratory.
What? You monster! How could you?
Our original sponsor had no stomach for military applications. He cut the funding for our work, just like the government did.
I'm sorry, our work? I seem to be all the one doing all the work.
Without your research, I couldn't have come this far. Join me, the two of us, entwined, side by side.
Consent is key. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen. He leans in to kiss Isley, but she pushes him away. You go, girl.
Join you? I have spent my life trying to protect plants from extinction, and now you corrupt my research into some maniacal scheme for world domination? When I get through, you won't be able to get a job teaching high school chemistry. Do you hear me? You psycho!
Well, I can respect your opinion. Sadly, though, I believe I'm some sort of allegory for toxic masculinity, and I'm not good at rejection. I'm afraid you'll have to die.
Woodrue shoves Isley over a table and then topples a shelf full of chemicals onto her. Ah, yes, toxic masculinity really proved to be actual. The acid begins melting away the floor of the lab, and Isley sinks into the ground along with the glass and several of her specimens.
Yes, yes, let the poisons and toxins burn a grave for you, deep into the earth you love so much. Bye bye, dear. Fellow maniacs, bidding begins!
Back in the Batcave, Robin has his feet in a tub of hot water, and Alfred pulls a blanket over him as Batman plays a video on a large monitor.
Gotham University Lab security video, 2 years ago. Dr. Victor Fries, 2-time Olympic decathlete and Nobel Prize winner for molecular biology. After his wife contracted a rare disease, McGregor syndrome, he hoped to freeze her in a cryogenic sleep until he could find a cure. Now here's where everything goes north.
Why didn't it go south? The security footage shows Victor standing above a tank of liquid nitrogen as he tampers with a machine, which short circuits. The resulting sparks make the scientist fall backward into the tank.
Bummer, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that liquid is 50 below, but because superhero logic, he survived somehow. And the cryo solution mutated his body instead of, killing him instantly.
What happened to the lady fries?
Nobody knows for sure. She's presumed dead. Freeze needs extreme cold to survive. His cryosuit uses diamond-enhanced lasers to keep him at 0 degrees. Well, if it's ice the Iceman wants... Alfred!
Didn't they say that diamonds should be a girl's best friend? Mr. Freeze, is there something you need to tell us? Bruce doesn't notice that Alfred is leaning against a nearby wall with a labored expression.
Alfred!
Alfred collects himself because he knows exactly where this is going.
Oh, of course I do. I've done this for years. Coming, sir. Yes, sir.
We need the Wayne diamonds.
We gonna trap ourselves a snowman?
Do you want to trap a snowman?
I'm
And
very
then
angry that
punch
the
him in
scriptwriter
the
beat me.
teeth. Absolutely. Right after you spend 10 hours in the simulator training and listening to that song in loop. You know what you did.
Oh,
Look,
I know he needs some training, Master Wayne, but that's just cruel.
okay, the song is a little over the top, but look, I made a mistake. I guess I'm sorry. Don't go all protective on me. It's not gonna happen again. You're not my dad.
You're right. I'm not your biological dad, but you were reckless, and you almost got killed by Freeze tonight.
I'm fine. See? Me, here, alive, feet in this water because I'm still, shivering. But that's okay. How are we supposed to work together if you won't trust me?
Robin storms off, assumedly tripping himself out of the bucket of water that he was just standing in.
Yes, I'm going to be the one
slippery.
mopping that up, aren't I? How indeed.
Bruce and Alfred return to the mansion and walk through the halls together.
He's overeager. He's impulsive. I can't trust him not to get hurt.
Perhaps the truth is you really don't trust anyone.
Don't tell me you're on his side again.
Despite all your talents, you're still just a novice in the ways of family, Master Wayne. Master Dick follows the same star as you, but gets there by his own course. You must learn to trust him, for that is the nature of family.
I trust you, Alfred.
But I shan't be here forever. Good night, Master Bruce.
That was incredibly ominous, but have a good night, Alfred.
We sure do love red death flags in this household. As Bruce returns to his bedroom, he recalls a time that he ran down the hall and fell, only to have Alfred help him up, because that's what Alfred's here for. A good boy.
Oh dear, Master Bruce. Goodness gracious, what a tumble. There's a brave boy. But by the way, there are several of these flashbacks in the script, but I decided to cut most of them because honestly, they serve no actual narrative purpose.
Thank you, Alfred. You've saved my sanity quite a bit. Back in the jungle laboratory, Dr. Woodrue speaks with someone over the phone.
Yes, sir. I'm so pleased you won the bidding. Your supreme ruthlessness. Well, we're making the final modifications on Bane right now. We'll have a flawless super soldier out to you tomorrow by overnight mail.
Overnight mail? Interesting. I wonder how well that works. Suddenly, an earthquake rattles the lab, and Dr. Isley rises up from the hole in the floor, elevated by vines that wind around all of her limbs. I've seen enough you know what to go where this is going. Her glasses are gone, her hair is scarlet, and her clothing is in tatters. Dr. Woodrue stares at her in disbelief.
Dr. Isley. Pamela, you look great. Especially for a dead woman. Yes, I'm into that now.
Hello, Jason. I think I've had a change of heart, quite literally. The animal plant toxins had a rather unique effect on me. They replaced my blood with aloe, my skin with chlorophyll, and filled my lips
She pulls him in and kisses him deeply. Girl, we just had this thing about consent.
with venom.
Oh no, carry on. The mad scientist's eyes go wide as he begins choking.
And, Jason, one other thing. I should probably have mentioned this earlier. I'm poison.
With a taste of her lips, you're on a ride. She shoves Dr. Woodrow over with ease, and he doesn't get up. Isley looks around the lab, which is becoming overrun with vines. She begins trashing the facility.
It's a jungle in here. I am nature's arm, her spirit, her will. Hell, I am Mother Nature, and the time has come for plants to take back the world that's so rightfully ours, because it's not nice to fool with Mother Nature.
As she pours chemicals out, she notices a logo on one of the flasks. Wait, umbrella?
No, that's Wayland Utah. No. Wayne Enterprises.
Bane emerges from the
Bane emerges from the Gilgamesh wing and roars, because I know how to read.
I am a Bane.
Come, Bane, darling. We've got a plane to catch.
Somewhere in Gotham, an abandoned Snowy Cones ice cream factory is occupied by Mr. Freeze, who is wearing polar bear slippers, classy, and an icy blue bathrobe as he watches The Year Without a Santa Claus, with his henchmen conducting them through the Snow Miser song. I feel like this is... You know what? We're not going to go there.
I'm Mr. Green Christmas. I'm
I-
Mr. Sun.
Wait.
No, rewind, hold on. I'm sorry, I played the wrong song. Here it is. Okay, and go.
I'm Mr. White Christmas.
Okay.
I'm Mr. Snow.
Ba-da-ba-da.
I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. Ten Below. Friends call me Snow Miser. Whatever I touch
Da-da-da-da.
turns to snow in my clutch. I'm too much.
Sing!
Da-da-da-da.
The henchmen shiver violently as they attempt to eat ice block TV dinners. Ah, I have so much memories of back in the 90s. Oh, wait.
Come on, sing! Louder! Come on, sing!
He's Mr. White Christmas.
Louder!
He's Mr. Icicle.
Freeze waves in annoyance, giving up. I mean, I would too. As he walks away, his assistant misbehaving.
That's her Christian name. Do not laugh at it.
Misbehaving! A woman in a flattering ice dress takes him by the arm.
Freezy, I'm feeling hot.
I find that unlikely.
So my hair is brittle and my skin is dry. I'd weather blizzards just to have you. You're the most perfect man I've ever known. Would you say we heat things up?
My passion thaws for my bride alone.
Talk about your cold shoulder.
She walks away as a henchman approaches. Girl, you have some strange taste. I ain't judging, but
Frosty!
Yeah, boss.
No, a Frosty from Wendy's, but actually I do
Ah,
need something
gotcha.
from you.
You okay? Yeah. What?
the villain grabs a handful of small diamonds and tosses them into his cryosuit and then moves into a walk-in freezer.
Energy. Battling the bat exhausted my power, but I was
Oh, are
successful.
you at absolutely zero, boss?
I swear to God, Frosty. Wait for your cue.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
But I was successful nevertheless.
Ah,
Now.
absolutely, boss.
One more giant diamond of this size, and my freezing engine will be complete. I will freeze the city. Then I will hold Gotham ransom. Unless the city bows to my demands, it's winter forever in Gotham. The city fathers will have no choice but to give me the billions I need to complete my research so I can find a cure. Leave us.
Sure, boss. That's certainly a very cool idea for you.
It's not quite clear why
Frosty,
Frosty was called in the
leave.
first place, but Mr. Freeze just wanted to monologue a little bit. Although Freeze, Frosty, that's very not good writing. Anyway, Frosty walks away as Freeze shoves aside an icy TV box dinner on a shelf, revealing a
Oh, what does this button do?
We need quality time.
He presses the button and the wall began. What does he do? Oh, there we go. He presses the button and the wall behind the shelves move, revealing a hidden room where his wife floats in a cryo tank wearing a flowing blue robe and a snowflake pendant necklace. Elsa?
This is my waifu. Soon we will be together once more. Soon.
The next morning, the doorbell rings at the Wayne Manor.
Do you wanna defall my waifu?
Alfred.
When Alfred doesn't enter the room, Dick goes to the door.
I'll get it.
A moment later, Alfred walks in.
I must have dozed off. My sincerest apologies.
Oh, no apology necessary, Alfred. It's probably the first time it's happened in, 30 years?
Yes, because I'm the most capable person in this house.
Damn straight. Dick enters the door and sees a young blonde woman wearing a collegiate sweater and skirt. I was joking, but I guess we're going with the frozen bit.
Please be looking for me.
Actually, I'm looking for Alfred Pennyworth.
Her face lights up as she sees Alfred in the foyer and she runs past Dick. Honestly,
Uncle
me
Alfred!
too, girl.
Oh, my dear, what a most wonderful surprise. How did you manage to come here all the way from England? Oh, my dear, you are so kind to your old uncle.
I've got something in my bag for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Soon after, the four walk through the garden together.
Barbara is the daughter of my dear sister Margaret.
Both my parents were killed in a car accident 5 years ago. We were going to get Frosties from Wendy's. Never got there. Uncle Alfred's been supporting me ever since.
Oh, we're very familiar with dead parents in this house. You have been, Alfred.
So, secrets, Al?
Secrets are a virtual prerequisite in this house, don't you think, sir?
I'm on a break from
Oxbridge Academy, Alfred's alma mater, yes?
the new computer sciences division. How did you know?
It, says so on the patch on your sweater.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. As they prepare to re-enter the house, Barbara notices a motorcycle. Not the Redbird, just a regular bike. Interesting, you have regular ones?
Oh, what is it? It's beautiful.
You can say that again. It's a competition racer. I've been fixing it up.
Oh, really?
Maybe I'll show you how to ride sometime.
You certainly will not.
Oh, don't worry, Uncle Alfred. I'm terrified of these things.
So, Barbara, since you have additional family trauma that we all relate to in this household, I hope you'll be staying with us along with your dear old uncle.
Oh, but, sir, we have...
Oh, I don't know. All this luxury isn't really my style, but, that young man over there, yeah, I'd love to.
Fantastic. It's settled. We've got like 15 extra guest rooms. We're good here.
Oh, but, sir, we do get so busy here.
Oh, don't be silly, Alfred. After all, she's family.
I don't like the way you're insinuating that. That evening, Alfred sits in his room, looking at videos of men traveling in a caravan somewhere. Strange. Strange flex, but okay. Barbara knocks on his door and enters his room.
Uncle Alfred, I came to tuck you in.
You came to tuck me in? That's quite a switch.
Yes. What are you working on?
I'm trying to find my brother, your Uncle Wilfred, because, Alfred, Wilfred, our parents were not terribly creative when it came to names, but we loved them anyway. He's first butler to the Maharaja of Manajapur, because once again, being butlers also ran in the family. But Manajapur is a floating court. It travels through India.
Oh, remember? Mom getting postcards.
So Wilfred can be rather difficult to find.
Well, I don't suppose they have fax machines on elephants.
I don't suppose they have fax machines anywhere nowadays, but that's just dating this film. Anyways, I've been trying to reach him with no success. When one grows ancient, one yearns for family.
Alfred, have you tried barking? I'm pretty sure Wilfred might bark back a few times. He glances at a black and white photo on his desk that has the inscription, Love Peg.
I have the same picture of Mom by my bed. Peg?
My nickname for Sweet Margaret.
Good to see you again. I've missed you.
As I have you. Sleep well, child.
He kisses the back of her hand like a true gentleman.
You sleep.
She kisses his cheek. This is getting a little weird.
Go to bed.
Barbara begins walking down the hall, then abruptly breaks into a run. When she gets to her room, she puts on a leather jacket, tosses a rope made out of bedsheets out her window, sneaks out, and steals Dick's motorcycle. The next morning, Bane, who is still in his luchador mask, drives Dr. Isley, who is now in a tasteful green dress, through the streets of Gotham. The scientist puts on a blonde wig while listening to the radio. Girl, red's so much hotter.
Good morning, Gotham! It's Gossip Gerty reporting to you directly from the Gotham Observatory, where billionaire Bruce Wayne, chairman of Wayne Enterprises, and philanthropist, totally no one else, is about to make yet another legendary contribution to Gotham City.
Gotham Observatory, Bane, and step on it.
I am a Bane.
At the observatory, Bruce addresses a group of reporters, including Gossip Gerty.
My father told me, to succeed, we only need to pick a star and follow it. He also said, never reveal your secret identity at a press conference on national television because that's Super Bush League. Which is why I'm going to redirect and mention that Wayne Enterprises is donating the world's most advanced telescope to Gotham's Observatory Restoration Project. With any luck, this telescope will give future generations a chance to follow their own stars and totally see the thing that we carved in the moon that Clark sucks.
Now, Brucey, is it true that this new telescope can see around the globe?
Oh, absolutely. If you'll watch these monitors right here. Dr. Lee.
A man in a lab coat shows a digital simulation on a monitor, aided by another scientist.
Satellites already in orbit allow us to reflect light from any given point around the planet.
From here, we'll be able to see the sky anywhere on Earth, and through this intricate network of satellites reflected back on our very own Gotham City for observation.
Just, don't point at my bedroom. I'm a billionaire playboy philanthropist. I'm into some really weird stuff, y'all. Really weird.
Once
False
again,
costumes.
no shit, Sherlock. The crowd laughs and Gerty indicates the attractive woman standing next to Bruce. Nearby, Isley makes her way through the crowd.
Well, Brucey, you and the exquisite Julie Madison have been going out forever. Are you ever gonna tie the knot?
Commitment, marriage, commitment. Help me out here.
Oh, Bruce and I are recklessly in love, and that's most certainly enough for us for now.
Oh.
Now, if you all will follow me, I'll show you the central control grid.
Dr. Lee leads some of the reporters away while Bruce mumbles to Julie.
Way to telegraph it with that awesome gap there. Thank you.
Nearby, a guard tries to block Dr. Isley from advancing further towards Bruce.
Miss, I'll need you to stop.
Out of my way, you fascist bulldog.
You need an appointment to see Mr.
I don't need an appointment.
Miss, you're not allowed up here. Look, we.
Bruce turns to them as they approach, and the remaining reporters hold out their microphones attentively. Ah, they want the hottest scoop.
She doesn't have a pass, sir.
Little overly protective, but I'm pretty sure you won't hurt me, Miss.
Dr. Pamela Isley.
Doctor, yes. What can I do for you?
Actually, I already work for you, or did. Your arboreal preservation project in South America?
Yes. Yeah, we got our funding. There was a conflict of ideologies. Put simply, Dr. Woodrue was a goddamn lunatic.
Ah, I see that you actually met him then.
Yes, unfortunately, I did. That lab burnt down last week. I'm just glad to know that you escaped.
I'm touched. I have here a proposal showing how Wayne Enterprises can immediately cease all actions that toxify our environment. Forget the stars. Look here at the earth, our mother, our womb. She deserves your loyalty and protection, and yet you spoil her lands, poison her oceans, blacken her skies. You are killing her.
The reporters who had followed Dr. Lee turned towards Isley as she rants.
Well, your intentions certainly are noble, but barring any better renewable solutions that probably won't come around for another 20 or 25 years, no diesel fuel for heat, no coolants to preserve food, millions of people would die of cold and hunger alone.
Acceptable losses in the battle to save the planet.
Look, people are the worst, but they come first, Dr. Isley.
She sneers and addresses the media.
Mammals, a day of reckoning is coming. That's right. The same plants and flowers that saw you crawl from the primordial soup will reclaim this planet, and there will be no one to protect you.
Every time I see the phrase primordial soup, I get reminded of Land Before Time. Bruce keeps a straight face, but all the reporters laugh.
You must be new in town. In Gotham City, Batman and Robin protect us from even plants and flowers.
Bruce pulls an envelope out of his jacket and hands it to Dr. Isley. Well planned.
It's very heavy being an envelope and all, but maybe you'd like to meet them, Doctor. The Caped Crusaders are going to help us auction a prize diamond to raise money for our, you're going to love this, botanical gardens. Just a few mammals doing what we can for the world's plants.
She opens the envelope and finds an invitation that says,
Save the Rainforest Costume Ball, Gotham Botanical Gardens, special guests Batman and Robin.
I drew the illustrations myself. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and good day, Doctor.
Isley waves as Bruce walks off with the press.
Batman and Robin. Militant armed, warm-blooded oppressors, animal protectors of the status quo. First I'll rid myself of the fur-and-feathered pests. Then Gotham will be mine for the greening.
Back at Mr. Freeze's lair, the villain watches a video of his wedding day. Bro, you really need to let go. He emotionally closes his icy blue eyes as he listens to his wife's recorded laughter. The moment is interrupted when Frosty walks in.
Excuse me, Chief. I got something here you might want to see.
Freeze grabs his ice gun and blasts the henchman.
I hate when people talk during the movie. Oh, that was a real gun. Well, one more diamond, my love. One more.
And yes, indeed, I did mean let it go. He watches the end of the recording, a scene of him giving his wife her snowflake pendant. Come on, you really gotta let Elsa go, please. When the recording ends, he reproaches his icicle of a lackey and he sees a newspaper in his hand with the headline, Bruce Wayne loans diamonds to Flower Ball.
Bruce Wayne. Diamonds. Very nice.
That evening, dancers in regrettably stereotypical Polynesian garb and people in large gorilla costumes perform on a raised platforms at the Gotham Botanical Gardens while an MC addresses the wealthy attendees of the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gossip Gerty of Good Morning Gotham and I welcome you to the gem of the evening.
All pun intended, because diamonds. Commissioner Gordon walks onto the stage holding a palette with a silver necklace bearing many small diamonds, along with one the size of a grapefruit at its center.
And our own Commissioner Gordon is displaying the famed Heart of Isis. Not that one, it'll be another 25 years for that, on loan from the collection of my close personal friend, Brucey Wayne.
Batman and Robin in full hero attire stand nearby on the stage.
Think Frieza will take the bait?
Oh, he'll be here.
The Emcee gestures to a group of women, each with a different flower in their hair. I wonder what that's signifying. Meanwhile, a pair of performers in the large gorilla outfits make their way towards the highest platform, shoving aside dancers as they go.
Tonight on auction, an opportunity to dance with one of our fabulous flowers, the famed diamond drape around her neck.
Let's start the bidding.
I'll give 10,000 for the orchid.
20,000 for the tiger lily.
And I bid $30,000 for the lovely magnolia.
Boys, please, let's show our guests some gusto.
The three guests were all bidding on different girls, so there was no need for them to increase their bids like that. Strange enough, but you know what? Weird flex. Anyway, the attendees' attention is drawn to the highest platform where one of the gorillas begins dancing sensually as they remove the mascot outfit. It's Dr. Isley, now in a skin-tight green bodysuit and a leafy leotard. She gently blows pink mist out of her mouth, which washes over the crowd, including Batman and Robin, entrancing them, and then steps over several of the male dancers as she saunters to the stage. You go, girl. You go.
Hi there.
I hope this doesn't awaken something in me. And you are?
Poison. Poison ivy.
She turns to Batman and blows some more mist in his face.
Why not send Junior home early? I've got some wild oats to sow. On the other hand...
Ha ha! It's another joke. A puff in Robin's face.
Youth does have its advantages. Endurance, stamina. Forget the geriatric bat. Come join me. My garden needs tending.
Yay! Another joke. She approaches the commissioner and takes the heart of Isis. He doesn't try to stop her.
I'll take it from here, pal.
Wouldn't you like the earrings too?
Some lucky boy's about to hit the honeypot. I'll include an evening of my company for the winner. I'll bring everything you see here, plus everything you don't.
I'll bid $50,000 for poison ivy.
100,000.
And I'll bid $500,000.
$1 million.
$2 million.
Bullcrap, you don't have that. 3 million.
I'll borrow it from you. 4 million.
Like hell, 5 million.
That's a utility belt, not a money belt. 6 million.
7 million.
Can you two stop being little crisp babies? Wow. Batman pulls a Goth Card brand credit card with a Batman logo on it. Classy. Card holder name, Batman. Good through forever. Wow, are you really like this?
Absolutely. Never leave the cave without it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get drive-thru from our sponsors at McDonald's, where you can get a Batman and Robin toy with every Happy Meal purchase. Don't forget to buy the action figures available from Kenner, holiday 1997.
Go see Batman Forever. The movie.
You boys aren't going to start fighting over little old me now, are you?
Crash! Mr. Freeze's tank smashes through the side of the building and begins blasting attendees.
All right, everyone. This is my big line. Chill.
That's not how it goes, though.
Zap! He turns another guest into an icicle.
Chill.
Batman fires a grappling hook at Freeze's weapon, knocking it out of his hands. You really weren't holding on that well, were you? The hockey henchmen run out of the tank and run for the weapon. Wham! Pow! Batman and Robin begin knocking out the baddies, but aren't able to prevent one of them from retrieving the ice gun and returning it to his boss. Freeze looks up and sees a performer on one of the raised platforms holding a vine.
Boo.
The performer startles and lets go of the vine. Freeze catches it and uses it to swing onto the stage where...
Look at you. Let me guess. Plant girl? Vine lady? Huh? Hand over the diamond garden girl, or I'll turn you into mush.
Poison Ivy blows a puff of pink smoke into Mr. Freeze's face, but he doesn't react at all.
Pheromone dust, designed to heat a man's blood. It doesn't work on the cold-hearted. Ice types are super effective against grass types anyway. If you please.
He's as cold as ice. Ivy holds out her neck,
Willing to
and Freeze yanks the necklace
sacrifice.
off of her.
If you insist.
Clever little Clover.
One of his henchmen is thrown between him and the other villain.
That's my execute. Thanks.
Batman punches out another one of the hockey henchmen.
That's why I don't wear hockey pads. Good fight, good night. Topical for anyone who watched MTV in the 90s.
Go party.
Freeze waves as he climbs into his tank with the heart of Isis and drives off. Batman turns to the stage where Commissioner Gordon is standing, still dumbfounded beside Ivy.
Commissioner, you've got 11 minutes to thaw these people.
Batman has to drag Robin away to keep himself from staring at Poison Ivy. Me too. Me too.
Miss Ivy, you've just met one of the most sinister men in Gotham.
Gordon walks off as the second gorilla arrives and removes its mask, revealing Bane.
I am a Bane.
That's not a man. That's a god. Enough monkey business. We've got work to do.
I am a Bane?
Freeze drives towards a bridge, flanked by two of his henchmen driving smaller vehicles headed towards a massive statue that the Gotham City Council has apparently seen fit to install inside the middle of several skyscrapers. It's not clear what it's a statue of, but it's big and fancy and very, very extra. The villain uses the ice cannon on his tank to freeze the neck of the statue, allowing him and his cronies to break through it. Batman and Robin are in pursuit of the Batmobile and Redbird across the muscular arm of the statue, and the three villainous vehicles speed towards the palm, obviously intending to use it as a ramp to a nearby rooftop to go figure out what the hell was that noise.
Listen, you've got to pull back. You can't make the jump.
I can make it.
Pull back!
I can make it.
Redbird control codes. Beep boop, disable engine.
No! Don't do this to me! No!
The Redbird's engine is cut, and Robin skids to a halt while the Batmobile continues forward. As a smaller enemy vehicle approaches the statue's hand, one of the henchmen screams out.
We're not gonna make it!
Sure enough, the two smaller cars crash into the sides of the buildings, while Freeze's ice tank makes it to the rooftop. The Batmobile soars through the air, clearly capable of making the jump, but...
Oh, I get it. It's the heart of Isis. Isis. That's okay. It's a cold town.
Freeze blasts the car in midair, but Batman ejects himself and is catapulted up into the air in true superhero fashion. The
Yeet.
frozen Batmobile drops beside Mr. Did you just yell yeet? Mr. Freeze's tank and skids to a halt.
Uh-oh, I've been yeeted.
Crash! Bang! Boom! Batman
Bat yeet.
smashes through the windshield of Freeze's tank, and a minute later, the villain is apprehended. But how? Don't worry about it. Later, they return to the Batcave.
Couldn't have made that jump.
And you could have splattered your brains all over the building's side like those henchmen in that truck.
You know, in the circus, the Flying Graysons were team. Team. We had to trust each person to do his job. That's what being partners is about. Sometimes counting on someone is the only way you win.
The head on your shoulders wasn't even on the job. All you could think about with the head below the belt was Poison Ivy.
Yeah, and so were you. You just can't stand that maybe she wanted me instead of you. I mean, that's your idea of friendship, isn't it, Bruce? It's your house. It's your rules. I mean, it's your way or the highway. It's Batman and Robin, not Robin and Batman. And I'm sick of this authoritarian I'm sick of your parenting.
And that's why it's my name first on the marquee. Yes, it's my rules that keep us alive. And if you want to stay in this house, on this team, you will abide by them and swear to me.
This is no partnership. You're never gonna trust me.
Go to your room, young man. Robin storms off. Later that night, Alfred sits at his computer again and records himself. Sir, that's a little... Ugh.
Dear brother Wilfred, I have tried every address I know for you, and it's the late 90s. Postage is slow already. I'm just praying this reaches you. We have very little time.
Have you tried barking? I know I mentioned it earlier, but I really think that would help. He burns a CD with recording and puts it in a case beside his computer as Bruce walks into the room.
Hi.
Batman monopolized the evening news.
Ah, yes.
Congratulations on your apprehension of Mr. Freeze.
Thanks. Thank you.
Is there something wrong, sir?
Alfred, am I pig-headed? Is it always my way, my way, my way or the highway?
Why, yes, actually. Death and chance stole your parents, but rather than becoming a victim, you've done everything in your power to control the fates. For what is Batman if not an effort to master the chaos that sweeps our world? An attempt to control death itself. Also, My Way, easily my favorite Frank Sinatra song.
But, I can't, can I?
None of us can.
So what you're telling me is, in the end, it doesn't even matter.
You tried
Nothing
so
really
hard.
matters. Anyone can see.
I like how we all went several different ways, but that's fine. That night, Barbara quietly returns Dick's motorcycle to the garage. As she steps off of it, Dick appears and puts his hand on her shoulder. Thank God it was his hand.
Hey!
Uh-oh, where did my script go? Barbara swiftly grabs him and flips him onto the ground.
Sorry.
Teach you that at Oxbridge?
Just a few judo lessons, London's kind of rough, especially for a girl like me. But I mean, that's a whole nother. Sorry.
I suppose you also had a minor in motorbikes, also, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't. I couldn't resist. I mean, it's just so big. I mean, so beautiful. I just took it out for a ride. I mean, a spin. I'll clean myself. I mean, I'll clean it up in the morning. All right. Sorry. Good night.
Meanwhile, at Arkham Asylum, Mr. Freeze is wheeled in, restrained inside what looks like a refrigerator with a window. They get him into a cell with a blue beam at the center and release him from the fridge.
Drag him into the cold beam. Welcome home, Frostface.
You're the common cold, and we're the cure.
Allow me to break the ice. My name is Freeze. Learn it well, for it is the chilling sound of your doom.
Freeze quickly punches the guards and starts to run away, but becomes weak and starts choking after taking 2 steps.
Oh,
All right, Freezy. You can't even live outside the cold zones.
Freeze returns to them with bloodshot eyes and angrily calls into the beam at the center of the room.
Yeah, look at him stew. You'll get used to it. You're gonna be in here for a long, long time. Hopefully you don't get freezer burned.
sadly, you will not live to see it.
At the same time, Poison Ivy and Bane skulk through a street filled with abandoned buildings.
Batface and Birdbrain turned out to be much more resistant to my love dust than expected. No matter. Next time I'll just give them a stronger dose. They'll be literally dying for me.
They come across a boarded up building with a sign that says Turkish baths. A couple of the boards say, "Do not enter, condemned." Dull thumping of music can be heard from within. Ah, raves.
Turkish baths. This looks promising.
I am a Bane.
Bane effortless. Bane does the thing and rips through the boards, and they enter the building to find it occupied by a group of people in black robes and body paint that glow in the dark. It's difficult to tell if the designs are cultural appropriation of Mexican culture or just meant to be weird and gothic. Regardless, Bane bursts in and the occupants stand up, no longer dancing to the Thomas the Tank Engine theme song.
A fixer-upper, but with a certain homey charm.
The glowing gang stands up and pulls out metal chains.
A minus current tenants.
Hello, my pretty, pretty, pretty.
Hello yourself.
You look good enough to eat.
I might be, but I think you might choke.
Ah, well, how'd you know that was something I'm into? I'll do that with pleasure.
When did this film turn into vor? Ivy taps the turbo button on
Don't
Bane's
judge
chest and
me.
stands, I'm judging. I am the narrator. I have all the right to judge you. The small timers toss their chains around Bane's arms, but the Goliath simply stomps on one of the rotting floorboards, catapulting the would-be baddies out of the bathhouse.
Let's redecorate. I've always hankered for something on the water. And what is this floor?
Bane rips a pipe segment off the wall and water gushes out. Next, he stomps a hole into the concrete floor, revealing soil beneath.
It took God 7 days to create paradise. Let's see if I can do better.
She pulls out a handful of seeds. It's not really clear from where. I mean, she's not really wearing anything. And drops them onto the dirt, along with
It's
some pink
really
dust.
best not to think about it.
I'm thinking about it. The seeds rapidly grow, and within a matter of seconds, thick vines are spreading over the bathhouse.
Good babies. Grow for mommy. Bane, darling, I found a fellow who strikes my fancy. A cool customer, yes, icy demeanor, no question. But I detect a certain ruthless charm I may be able to use to my advantage. Honey, clean up this mess. We've got company coming.
I am a Bane.
Later in Wayne Manor, Bruce sits with Julie Madison, enjoying a candlelit dinner.
Bruce,
Hmm?
we've been going out for over a year now, and. Okay, here it goes. I want to spend my life with you.
Uh, just gonna have a little bit more of my lobster. Yeah, that's taking away the awkward. Look, Julie, I'm not the marrying kind. There are things about me that you, wouldn't understand.
That you speak with that raspy voice all the time. I know
For
you're a
starters.
dedicated bachelor. You've had your wild nights.
Uh, yeah, wild, doesn't quite cover it.
You'll make a good husband one day, but I can't wait forever. Look, I don't want to pressure you, because if I do, you'll just shut down.
Bruce sees visions of poison ivy out of the corner of his eye. Bro, you are literally at a dinner date right now. Stop. I'm not going to say that phrase on live air.
I know the way that you are. Think about it. Just promise me you'll think about it, okay? You don't have to answer just now. Just think it over. Here's food for thought.
She kisses Bruce, and he leans into it, seeing another vision of the plant villainess in his mind as he does.
Who's Ivy?
Huh? What?
You just called me Ivy. Who's Ivy?
Oh, I think it's about to hit. I wish I knew. Oh, that's some strong shit.
I'm about to say, when did Batman turn into NTR? At the same time, Dick's look at a scan of the Gotham Globe's front page on the monitor. It has a headline, Mystery Guest and Commissioner Gordon at the Save the Rainforest costume ball, along with a picture of Gordon and Poison Ivy.
Enhanced detail. 14 to 17.
The computer hones in on Ivy's face.
Who are you?
A pop-up appears on the screen. Garage motion sensor activated, switching to infrared tracking camera. The screen promptly changes over, and the outline of Barbara can be seen running through the garage.
Ha! Gotcha!
He isn't able to get to the garage before Barbara has already taken his bike again, but he hops into another vehicle. Across town, multiple bike gangs, each with different uniforms, hairstyles, and piercings, have gathered. Barbara pulls up and heads towards a man who seems to be checking people in for the event.
Banker, how much coin to play?
2.5.
Barbara starts handing over some cash as another biker steps towards her.
Hey, you're that chick who won the tunnel race 2 nights ago, huh?
Damn straight, that was me.
Yeah, well, that was kid stuff, sweetheart. Why don't you take your tricycle and run home?
Oh, yeah? Why don't we have a side bet?
Okay, how much?
How much you got?
How much you got?
How much do either of you have if you have to keep asking each other? Soon enough, he and Barbara are prepping their bikes. The punk talks to one of his gangmates as he puts on his helmet.
All right, Jet. Just make sure you and Mai are ready at the end of the bridge.
You got it, Spike!
He meets Barbara and several other racers at the starting line. Baker raises a pistol, fires a shot into the air, and they're off. They race
Out of
through
my
abandoned warehouses, crashing through windows, crates, and barrels as they go.
Sorry, I missed my cue. Now out of my way, losers.
You're quite all right. I don't think there's a queue in here anymore. Spike bumps his bike against other racers, causing them to veer off course.
Nice try, Gertie. You're next. Excuse me, princess. Look out, baby.
That was a lot of very interesting convoluted references all in one line. He causes another racer to wipe out. Barbara continues to keep pace with him.
Not too bad for a chick.
Wow, I totally lost my line. They make their way out of a tunnel and see the finish line. A series of flashing yellow warning beacons atop an incomplete drawbridge, a test in of itself. Cross the finish line first, but not so fast that you can't stop before falling over the edge. The race is down to 3. Barbara, Spike, and a third. They speed onto the bridge, but as they approach the finish line, Spike slows down.
And now.
Members of Spike's gang come out of hiding and toss Molotov cocktails onto a patch of oil that the racers couldn't see in the darkness, setting it ablaze. Barbara and the other racer turn their bikes sideways but aren't able to stop their momentum before they slide through the trap.
In the line, sweetheart.
Their bikes fly out from underneath them and they both skid to the edge of the bridge. Barbara's motorcycle falls off, plummeting to the streets below, and she's about to follow but is caught by the other biker, who hooks his feet around pieces of steel protruding from the bridge. You got some monkey feet, boy? The mystery racer uses their hand free to move their helmet. It's Dick.
So this is where you hang out.
Ugh.
We will now go ahead and go into a 10-minute intermission. Please, everyone, save yourselves. Welcome back to Digital Era Entertainment's production of Batman and Robin. My name is the narrator, and I have just lost my place in the script because I hit the space bar. Bear with me just one moment. All right. Later that night, they return to the Wayne Manor. It is entirely unclear how they escaped their predicament and whether Spike and his gang were punished.
So how long have how long have you been racing?
Since my parents died, I guess all the speed and danger helped take me out of myself, made the pain go away. You wouldn't understand.
You'd be surprised.
Well, street racing isn't exactly an acceptable major at Oxbridge. It's actually very highly frowned upon in today's society, and rightfully so. It's extremely dangerous and is a menace to society at large. So they kicked me out. But it doesn't matter, because I've already won the money I need to do what I've always dreamed.
Oh, just don't say you want to join the circus.
Alfred has supported me my whole life, and I'm going to pay him back. I'll take him away from this dismal life of servitude.
I kind of feel like you're having a conversation, and I'm just kind of here. What are you talking about?
Listen, this whole master-servant thing, it's really ridiculous. Alfred is the sweetest, most noble man alive, and he's subjugated all his life and dreams to someone else.
Listen, Alfred and Bruce are like family.
Paying someone to prepare your meals, do your laundry, clean your dishes, you call that family?
Alfred's happy.
Happy? You honestly don't know, do you? How he's hiding the pain all the time. Alfred's sick.
She storms off, and Dick watches her go. When you walk away, you don't hear me say.
Alfred's not sick. He's dying.
Dick turns and sees Bruce step out of the shadows nearby.
Stop that!
I mean, it's literally our job, dude.
Dying? Why didn't he tell us?
You know, Alfred. He'd never say anything, but I can tell.
I can't believe it. That you can tell. I can't.
I know. That's why I'm the world's greatest detective. And you're just a dick.
Hey! That's my name.
Don't wear
Exactly.
it out. Over at Arkham, Mr. Freeze creates a piece of ice and carves it with some scrap metal, then takes the inner workings of a clock and a glass jar, creating a rotating display case for his art, a small ice sculpture of his wife. He stares at it longingly for an indeterminate amount of time until a phone ring is heard. One of the 2 guards standing in the cell with him answers it.
Cell block. Oh, hey, Icehead, you got a visitor. Your sister is here to see you.
Sister?
Poison Ivy walks in wearing a light green bodysuit with a flowing dark green cloak.
Brother, dear, I heard you were blue.
Oh, I get it.
Don't mind us, ma'am. You can speak freely.
She blows a puff of pink mist at both of the guards. Well, we know where this is going.
Oh, I don't mind you at all. Men, the most absurd of God's creatures, give you life, and we can take it just as easily.
Right.
Whatever.
I really am to die for.
But bunch. She kisses both of the guards and they promptly fall to the ground, dead. Elsewhere in the asylum, another guard reads a newspaper while watching over the criminal property locker. Mr. Freeze's cryosuit sits on a shelf alongside various confiscated items, including a stick of dynamite, a pair of boxing gloves, a bright green suit with question marks all over it, and boom! Bane's hands burst through the brick wall and drag the guard through it, back in the holding cell.
Impressive.
Well, I, my most unabominable snowman, have been impressed by you. In fact, I propose pairing. I've come to set you free.
An enticing offer. But what does the lady want in return?
Let's cool it for now. I've got someone I want you to meet.
Ivy, that's Freeze's shtick. Please stop with the cold puns. She opens the cell door and Bane, pushing a shopping cart with Freeze's suit, barrels past another guard and into the room. Ivy closes the door again, preventing other guards from getting in.
His name's Bane.
A
I'm
laundry
Bane.
service. That's nice to meet you, Bane. A laundry service that delivers. Wow.
He puts on his suit and steps out of the cold beam at the center of the room.
What are you, about a 50, big and tall?
No, I always go a size smaller. Makes me look slimmer. Besides, it's the best costume in the movie.
Ironically, they actually make you look bigger. The guards start using a blowtorch to break into the cell. It's not clear why this is necessary. Bane isn't barricading the door or anything. Don't they have keys? Freeze's suit beeps.
I'm running on empty. I need the diamonds.
I'll help you grab your rocks.
Nice.
Bane, dear, an exit, please.
Bane pounds at the wall, but it doesn't budge.
Reinforced steel. Not good.
Freeze moves over to the sink in his cell and turns it on, then breaks a tube attached to one of his gauntlets, which hisses out cryo gas.
Always winterize your pipes.
He aims the gas at the spigot, and the pipes around the room begin to freeze, bulging with the frozen water until they burst, cracking the walls they run through. Unfortunately, beyond the wall is a massive drop into a river.
While I get my diamonds, you and Meatloaf retrieve my wife.
You never said anything about a wife.
Come on, I help Mr. Bane. Mr. Bane, can you swim?
I am a Bane.
They'll come
I will
to
take
think
that as a
that's
yes.
Not a bad idea.
They jump just as the guards break into the cell. Back at the manor, Bruce walks with Alfred through the house, shutting off lights as they go.
Alfred, are you well?
As well as can be expected, sir.
Alfred, my friend, I know you're sick. I can get you the best doctors. You should know this. We're super rich.
I have seen the best doctors. A gentleman does not discuss his ailments, and that's a rather old guard thing. I find it not civilized, even if it does jeopardize my own personal health. But that is neither here nor there. I hope that I might have taught you at least that much. Maybe that's why you're never able to talk about your feelings, because I helped impose it on you. Oh dear, am I part of the problem?
Look, I'm not going to tell you about the busted leg that I'm working with right now, but it's cool. I'm on a lot of pills right now. Anyway, Alfred, have you ever regretted your life working here?
Looking after heroes? No, sir. My only regret is that I was never able to get to be out there with you.
Well, not all the heroes wear capes or masks or have anatomically correct nipples on their suit.
I mean,
I
after
am
all,
actually quite fine just wearing this tuxedo. It's frankly much better looking than the thing that you traipse around in.
You sure you don't want nipples on that thing? We can make the nipples happen. You just say the word, Alfred.
It is a very generous gesture of you, Master Wayne. I will decline.
After all, a smile does better suit a hero. Alfred smiles at that, but the tender moment is interrupted when Dick runs down the stairs.
Bruce, can we get a tuxedo with nipples on it? Freeze has escaped!
Within the hour, there's a police perimeter around the Snowy Cones ice cream factory. How they discovered this was the hideout, who knows? Inside, Commissioner Gordon speaks with Batman and Robin.
We got this off the Arkham surveillance camera.
A screen turns on, showing footage of the three villains.
Poison Ivy.
Gordon pulls out a file containing a photo of two people in trench coats and masks walking off a plane. One is a slender, gorgeous woman. The other is a hulking man who carries the luggage for both of them.
2 nights ago, Gotham Airport. These two arrived by charter from South America. They put 10 security guards in the hospital, left the businessman dead from swallowing organic poison, and stole his limousine.
This is definitely the same pair that sprang freeze.
An officer approaches.
Commissioner Gordon? Excuse me, gentlemen.
Poison Ivy. Why would she help Freeze escape?
Well, she's evil. She's definitely evil. It's weird. For a while, she was all I could think about. Like, I was enamored. I was in love for the first time, I think. But,
Yeah, the feeling vanished. You know, when the E wears off.
I can't believe we fought over a bad guy.
Bad, yes. Guy. A bit presumptuous here, but probably not, no.
It doesn't matter. Either way, I'm totally over them. Positively.
Me too. Definitely. Absolutely. No residual effects. Great stems, though.
Ah, buds too.
Yeah, those are nice. I'm also very proud of our botanical statements that we just made that are a
Oh.
little bit objectifying and certainly won't age poorly in about 24 years' time.
Oh, no, not at all. It'll be
We're just
100% okay.
We're just bros being bros in the 90s. That's
Just
that's
two
just how it
bros
is.
being bros.
Just two
At
bros
ease,
being bros.
children, at ease. They walk into the freezer and move aside a frozen dinner box, revealing the hidden button. It's not clear how they knew this was there either, but you know what? Magic. Maybe the police just I'm dying. Just did a really thorough search ahead of time and then put the DVD box back in place. I'm dying.
It appears to be a kid cuisine with chicky nuggies. You always go
Oh.
for the chicky nuggies first. Of course it's going to be here.
Does it have
Here
that
we
brownie
go.
pudding?
Oh, it absolutely has the brownie pudding. We're coming back for that after we solve the case.
Hey, can I have some, please? He pushes the button and opens the vault. You have the money, I want some.
We've
It's
got like
wo-
10 back at the manor. We've got this.
Bet.
It's Nora Fry's. And also, there's Freeze's wife.
So she's still alive, huh?
All right, we're fine. I'm no longer dying. A control panel on the tank shows a biometric readout along with a small text file. Experimental results. Cryoexposure technology, McGregor syndrome. Stage 1, cure found. Stage 2, marginal. Stage 3 and 4, no cure.
Seems he's adapted his freezing technology to reverse McGregor syndrome. He's even found a cure for the disease in certain stages.
Below them, Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy look up at them through a grate in the floor.
There she is.
You get the diamonds. I'll rescue your snowy bride.
My
We'll
snowy
meet back at my
waifu.
place.
No. In my weakened condition, I'm no match for the battered bird.
You leave those boys to me. Go.
Can Freezy Fries actually save her?
Her case is too advanced. But maybe someday, with more research, like the ecologically friendly solutions that we came up with that could come about in like maybe 20 or 30 years. I don't know.
Who knows?
Suddenly, they're both surrounded by pink mist. They recognize the familiar scent and turn to see the source of the mist is a grate on the floor.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
There she is. The love of my life, Poison Ivy.
They lift the grate and climb down. Come on, you have better taste than that. Meanwhile, Freeze walks into the main area of the factory.
I hate uninvited guests.
He flips a switch on the wall, releasing large amounts of coolant gas from the vents on the walls. Commissioner Gordon and all the officers begin choking. Ah, just like I was.
My lungs are freezing.
As they collapse, the villain retrieves his diamonds and puts them in his suit, instantly seeming revitalized.
Chilled to perfection. Just like this White Claw hard seltzer.
Sponsored, not sponsored. Below, Batman and Robin walk through an industrial basement lined with catwalks over giant ice cream mixing vats and conveyor belts. They see Bane approaching from the far end of the catwalk.
No beauty.
Just the beast.
I am a Bane.
Robin punches at Bane, but the hulking man doesn't feel the first punch, grabs the second, then throws Robin down a staircase and into the side of a tank. Bane then approaches Batman. Batman kicks Bane in the head to no effect, then swings and misses. Nearby, Ivy steps out from behind the tank and looks down at Robin.
Hey there, pretty birdie.
Give yourself up. If you surrender.
To you,
She blows an extra large puff of mist into his face.
Polly want a kiss?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Hello, ma'am. Can I sign? Mommy. I'm sorry, Mommy. He leans in about to kiss her, but is distracted by the thunk of Batman getting hit by Bane and thrown into a bunch of packing materials. Robin leaps up and attempts to grapple Bane. Ivy takes the opening to her attention to Batman.
There's something about an. I'm not reading this. I'm sorry, you can't make me.
You know it's true.
That was in the original script. That's not an edit.
I don't
That's not-
care. I do not care. You can't make me say this.
I'll read it for Ivy. There's something about an anatomically correct rubber suit that puts fire in a girl's lips.
Is it the bat nipples?
It's always the best.
Yes,
Batman
it's
hit with
always
pink
the
mist as
Batman.
well.
That nipple.
Batman is hit with pink mist as well.
Ah, damn it. Oh, why are all the gorgeous ones homicidal maniacs in this 90s film franchise?
They're called
Seriously,
Yandere,
what-
Batman.
Enough sweet talk.
Oh no. First you'll tell me where Freeze is, then you're going to jail.
Thorny jail.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's why every Poison Ivy action figures comes complete with him.
Is it made by Kenner? Available holiday 1997?
Merchandising, merchandising, merchandising! Where the real money from the movie is made. Bane, with real gripping action, grabs Batman from behind and starts stroking him. Oh la la.
I am a Bane. My
Please don't
safe
break my
word is
back.
pineapple.
Try not to make a mess when you die.
On the ground floor, Commissioner Gordon crawls to the coolant gas switch and disables it. The officers get to their feet and scramble up a flight of stairs towards Mr. Freeze, who is reclaiming his freezing engine. He simply waits for the first officer to get to the top of the stairs, then kicks him in the chest, sending the entire squad toppling down like dominoes. It's really rather embarrassing, honestly. In the basement, Batman throws Bane over his shoulder. Damn, Batman, how big are you? Before he can be choked out. Robin is about to go help him, but gets another puff of Ivy's mist in his face.
Stop living in the shadow of the big bad bat. You don't need him. You're the star. I can see it now. Your own big bright signal in the sky. Let me guide you.
Signal in the sky, oh. That's when you know Batman knocks Bane out and runs towards Robin and Ivy.
Let me kiss you.
Stop! Don't kiss her! The victim at the airport. Toxins were introduced through the mouth.
What are you talking about? That sounds good.
Why do you think she's so desperate to smooch us? Like some sort of a weird fan fiction on the internet, like those AIM chat boards that we're on all the time. I'm betting her lips are poisoned.
Oh, poison kiss. Oh, that sounds just like a song. Man, you're right about those AIM chat boards. We gotta stop with that.
Aren't those called lemons?
But you know what? You have issues with women. You know that. You can't just stand there while she's gonna kiss me, not you.
Or were they called limes? I don't remember. I think they're both applicable in this situation.
It's
Regardless,
lemons and
Robin
limes. It
shoves
depends
Batman.
on what you're reading.
That is
That's
fair.
fan fiction.
It's still your line, Robin.
Oh, I couldn't stand that. Couldn't stand something that was gonna be mine and not yours, could you?
He swings at Batman, who uses his momentum to flip him into a vat of ice cream mix. It's harmless, but definitely ruins his suit. Ivy miles at their squabbling. I don't know why I couldn't read that line.
Ah, delightful. Bane, exit.
I am a Bane.
And exit they do as Batman helps Robin out of the liquid ice cream, but Robin quickly brushes him off.
Ivy's right. I don't need your help. I'm going solo.
Whatever you do, don't come up with a weird 80s looking costume with like tassels and stuff. Just trust me on this one. Trust me.
No,
What if
it's
I
fine.
want
At
to,
this point, this is
old
where the Teen
man?
Titans get created. Obviously. Commissioner Gordon arrives in the basement and looks around.
What happened? How'd they get away?
Well, it's not entirely clear, but I'm pretty sure Robin was thinking with his bottom head, but we never saw Mr. Freeze get away or apprehended, so it's not clear what's going on with him. As
You
Ivy
can
makes
say
her
his
exit,
name. It's Dick.
Well, yes, but there's no much
Well,
fun with that. Because if I
Dick,
say
Dick,
Dick
stop
Dick,
speaking with his
listening.
bottom
Dick,
head,
Dick, Dick, Grayson.
as Ivy makes her exit, she stops in the vault and kicks the power out from Nora Freese's cryo tank.
I've never been good with competition. Who needs a fridged wife, anyway?
I mean, some people are into that. Poison Ivy returns to the Turkish bathhouse, which is now entirely overgrown with plants, except for the wing that is frozen over with icicles. Well, there's the answer to that earlier question. Freeze is back in his fuzzy bathrobe. That wasn't with him when he was apprehended. It's clearly not made of ice, implying that he went out to the store and acquired a new one since being broken out of Arkham. Classy.
Make yourself right at home.
Where's my waifu?
There was nothing I could do. Batman deactivated her.
You
She's dead.
lie! You lie!
Ivy holds up the snowflake necklace.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. He takes the necklace and cries a single tear, which instantly freezes.
I am sorry.
Their bones will turn to ice. Their blood will freeze in my hands.
Kill them, of course, but why stop there? Why should only Batman and Robin die while the society that created them goes unpunished?
Yes. Yes. If I must suffer, humanity will suffer with me. I shall repay them for sentencing me to a life without human comfort. I will blanket the city in endless winter. First, Gotham, and then the tri-state area, and then the world!
Just what I had in mind. Everything dead on Earth except us. A chance for Mother Nature to start again. Behold the dawn of a new age.
Is that a platypus? Oh no, it's Perry the platypus! Oh
Perry the
no,
platypus!
sorry. It's
Get
just
him!
Bane. Nah, sorry, it's just Bane. Who walks over to her with a glass tank containing a flower with a lizard head that lets out small roars. Oh, when did this become Dorahedoro?
I am a Bane.
My mutant plants have the strength of the deadliest animals. Once you have frozen mankind, these babies will overrun the globe, and we shall rule them, for we'll be the only two people left in the world.
Aw, I'll call it Audrey too. But yes, you and me, Adam and Evil.
Yes.
You distract the bat and bird while I prepare to freeze Gotham.
Adam and Evil? Really? Please tell me that wasn't in the original script.
It's
Probably
a website
was.
I frequent.
It was in the original
Oh,
script.
It
sweet
is
Mother
in the
Mary
original
and Christ.
script.
Dun dun dun! That night at Wayne Manor, a doctor examines Alfred, who breathes slowly in his bed, looking exhausted. The doctor walks out of the room and speaks with Barbara and Dick. Apparently going solo doesn't mean he's moving out of the mansion? Come on, bro.
It's stage 1 of McGregor syndrome. I'm sorry. All we can do now is make him comfortable.
Thank you, doctor. Wait. Platypus doctor. A platypus. Perry the platypus!
Bruce looks at Alfred as he sleeps, clearly holding back emotions. Later, he talks with Dick in the Batcave.
McGregor syndrome is what Freeze's Fries' wife had, right?
Yes, Alfred's condition is less severe. Freeze's research said he cured a case like Alfred's. He just didn't say how.
Well, I just checked the medical database that we 100% have all access to, and no one's questioning why we do. No one's even close.
What do you see the secret sonar I've got set up for another 11 years from now? Anyway, I'm late for the dedication. You didn't hear that. And then I go after Freeze and Ivy. Alone.
Yeah, like hell you do.
Hey, don't. Don't push me physically or emotionally right now.
Or what? What? You gonna cry? Little baby gonna cry? No one can capture Ivy, but the big bad bat? Yeah, right. You want it for yourself, don't you?
Oh yeah, I want her so badly I can taste it. Oh yeah, that's the whole friggin' point. Look, you and I are perfect targets. She's done something to us. She hit us with some really strong shit. She has us fighting over her somehow.
Yeah, and you know what? Look, this is what I know. She loves me, not you. And it's driving you crazy. And you gotta get over that. It's just not about you. It's about me. And you just can't stand that. And that's why you stopped us from kissing, because you can't have her. And if you can't have her, then no one can have her. Heaven forbid, even I
Dick,
have
she
her,
doesn't
you
want your
can't.
dick. She wants to kill us. Your mind's not thinking straight.
Oh, but I am. For the first time in a long time. Look, I want a robin signal in the sky. All right? Is that too much to ask for? Just a little bitty light that's also mine. Apparently, having my own light's a big deal. I am tired of living in your shadow. It's the bat signal, and then the robins just kind of hidden behind it. I'm tired of that. That all ends right now. I'm so tired of this. I don't even know why I'm still.
We'll take it up with marketing.
At ease, children, the both of you. God, Robin, go to your room. He storms off
I don't
upstairs.
want to be here.
I don't give a damn. It's in the script. Upstairs, Barbara sits on the side of Alfred's bed. Alfred is awake now, but clearly weak.
Barbara is Batgirl. I messed up the script again.
God damn it, Joel.
Joel,
I thought I
Oh,
had
for
done.
fuck's
as the
sake.
narrator,
I'm
As-
sorry,
as in-
Uncle. I was too late.
as the narrator, I'm going to take a consolidated moment to be like, hashtag blame Joel. Alfred pulls the CD case out from under his pillow and hands it to Barbara.
You must do something for me. Find my brother Wilfred, your uncle, wherever he is, and give him this. It's the actual proper script for this film and the actual proper information that should be going to all the actors. And let him know I have duties that he must fulfill in my stead. Only family can be trusted.
Oh, that's great. That's bloody great. That is. I could have done with this about 2 frickin' hours ago. What the hell is it?
It's a sacred trust of two good men whom I have had the honor of calling son. Gosh, this suddenly got actually very somber, didn't it? Take it to Wilfred, and I implore you, never open it. I mean it. Don't open it. This is actually very, very important. Please don't open this. You look so much like your mother.
Across town, the Gotham Observatory is a bustlin'
With a black toy gala.
Bonsoir, glamorous Gothamites. Anyone who's anyone has flocked to the Gotham Observatory in tonight's star-studded dedication of the new telescope. And here's the man of the hour himself, Bruce Wayne.
Bruce makes his way through the crowd of socialites and reporters who all want a piece of him. Perhaps is he going to teach them how to Dougie? He takes refuge by greeting a familiar face.
Ah, Commissioner, the only person in this room who knows how to Dougie.
You did teach me well, Batman. How are you?
Ixnay on the Atman Bay. I'm doing
Oh,
great.
I mean, not Batman.
How do you,
what?
do you know Julie? Julie, totally the person that I am dating at this moment in time in this movie.
Yes. Julie, how are you? And good to see you, Bruce. Definitely Bruce.
Yes, obviously, this is Bruce Wayne, not his alter ego, sorry. I'm being held at point here. Bear with
Batwayne?
me.
Fuck.
Hi, Batwayne. Fuck. Gordon steps aside to get some champagne while Gossip Gerty takes his place.
Oh my god, it's Batwayne. Julie, how are you? Hello, Gerty. Lovely to see you again.
As Gordon gets his champagne, Poison Ivy approaches him, once again in her Dr. Isley persona.
Commissioner Gordon,
Oh, yes.
I've always wondered, where does that big old bat light come from?
She blows a cloud of pink smoke in his face. You'd figured they'd understand this by this point. Secondhand
Oh, it's
smoking kills,
Woodstock
ladies and
again.
gentlemen.
It's on the top of the police headquarters.
I'd just love to see it, but you probably don't have access.
Why, dear lady, I'm the commissioner of the police. I have the keys right here in my pocket, and I'm very happy to see you. Do you want to see it?
She opens a compact and blows a big pile of her dust into his face. What is this, Totally Spies now? Which is apparently getting a new film. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it concerns me. A bit of it floats past him and hits Bruce, who is standing nearby. He turns and blinks a few times.
Who are you, dear lady?
She leans in to kiss him, grabbing the keys as he gets close, but stops just short of the commissioner's lips.
On second thought, you're way too old for me.
No, no, I'm not. Please come back. I'm on the sugar daddy sites. It's fine. Do you want a car?
That doesn't shock me, unfortunately. As Ivy walks off, Julie notices Bruce looking around.
What are you doing? Come on, show me how the satellites work.
Across town, Mr. Freeze fills his suit with fresh diamonds, and his hockey player henchman prepare to mobilize with his freezing engine weapon.
First, I will turn Gotham into an icy graveyard. Then I will pull Batman's heart from his body and feel it freeze in my hands. Revenge! Da-da-da-da!
That's my shtick. Get out. Over at the police headquarters, Poison Ivy and Bane walk onto the roof. Nobody seems to be pursuing them, and they don't seem exhausted from battle. Did they just waltz through the police headquarters? Also, the bat signal is active, even though there's no emergency yet. Strange.
Quickly, Bane. Quickly now.
I am a Bane.
Bane grabs the bat signal and tears it off the stand.
Let there be light.
Where is my line? Back at Wayne Manor, Barbara opens the CD case and puts the disc into Alfred's computer.
Only family can be trusted. Well, I'm family.
A dialogue box appears, prompting her for a password. Is this a rom-com? Are we playing a visual novel now? Alfred, you dog.
No, this is
Access
clearly
denied.
Zork.
Oh, true. Access denied. She tries Wayne. Access denied. Just Monica? Access also denied. Maybe it's Muv-Love. Meanwhile, Bruce visits Alfred's room.
Hey,
Alfred smiles weakly at him.
I spent my entire life trying to beat back death. Everything I've done, every actor I've switched to over the course of this entire series, everything I'm capable of doing. But I can't save you.
There is no defeat in death, Master Bruce. Victory comes in defending what we know is right while we are still alive.
Yeah, death's never permanent in comic books anyway.
It's very true.
I love you, old man.
I love you too. Who knew this movie actually had the capability of being thoughtful and touching, if only for a moment?
Please, don't lie to me like that. Bruce hugs Alfred and kisses him on the cheek. Across the hall, Barbara continues trying to guess the CD's password. Why does that line say Margaret when that should say Barbara? Joel?
Oh, this better be one hell of a secret.
She tries England. Access denied. She's lucky she hasn't been locked out at this point. Once again, Joel. Hashtag blame Joel. She looks over the picture frame on the desk.
Margaret.
Access denied. Sorry, let me do that one more time. Bear with me. It is access denied.
Peg.
Access allowed. Really, Alfred? Really? A secret of this magnitude and you lock it behind a 3-letter password with no special characters? Come on, man. You of all people should know to be careful with that. Various schematics are shown on the screen along with Batman and Robin's logos. Downtown
Welcome.
Mr. Freeze's tank rolls... You have mail.
You've got
Through-
mail.
Through the streets, it's Bane in the back seat. You'd think that such a recognizable villain vehicle would be quickly pronounced by the authorities, but no. He's able to roll up right to the street next to the Gotham Observatory.
The combined power of the telescope's reflecting crystals will complete my freezing engine.
We are Bane.
No matter what they tell you, Mr. Bane, it is the size of your gun that counts.
I am a Bane.
I like you, Bane.
That's what she said. Over at the Batcave, Bruce sees a signal in the sky, but not the one he'd expect. Instead of the usual wide black bat, the shape of a thin red bird is projected onto the clouds. Robin walks into the cave, suited up.
The hell, where do you think you're going?
That's not a bat light. It's a... What's that? A Robin signal. Whoa! So difficult for you to do, isn't it, Batman? Oh, Ivy's calling me.
Her name's Pamela Isley. I saw her talking to Gordon. She must have stolen his keys and changed the signal. I can't believe I taught that man to Dougie.
Cool. You also know her Christian name. But yeah, she did it for me, for love.
She infected us with some sort of pheromone extract.
Oh, is that what it is, Bruce? I'm under some kind of magic. Oh.
Kid, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Also, she wants to kill you.
Cool. I'm up for that. Also, you're just saying this just to keep me away from her. Oh, of course you do this just to keep her away from me, wouldn't you? To keep her for yourself?
Stop being a dick for 1 second and listen to me. You once said that being a team means trusting your partner, and sometimes counting on someone else is the only way to win. You remember that? You literally said that like less than 2 hours ago, and you weren't talking about being partners. You were talking about being a family. So I'm asking you, friend, partner, brother, will you trust me now?
Just bros being bros?
Bros being bros for life.
Bros being bros.
I don't know, Dick. I think she might have put you under a magic spell. All right. At the observatory, one of the scientists finished putting up several dozen large diamonds into an array.
All the crystals are in place.
Thank you.
The scientist looks over, and Mr. Freeze and wow, the scientists look over and see Mr. Freeze and Bane walking in.
Hi. Oh, I'm sorry about the door. Is all the science in place?
Who is this nutball?
The two scientists are frozen solid. Freeze laughs as Bane lumbers around the room, blinking icicle towers around the blinking.
It
That
doesn't
is
matter.
really weird. You're doing it to the telescope.
They are
Freeze,
actually
freeze.
blinking, in my defense.
No, I know.
That's
It's
what I was
just
supposed to
No,
say.
there's no defending you, Joel.
You spoiled the Margaret early. I can't believe you.
bomb.
In all
Bane.
fairness,
I'm a bomb.
blaming Joel is very appropriate for this movie, considering the name of the director. I'm just saying.
Wait, is the director's name
that's
actually
a good
Joel?
point,
It's a
Batman.
curse. It's
Joel
a curse from
Schumacher.
Joel
You know, I'm really
Schumacher.
angry at you right now, Batman, but you do raise a good point.
It's a good point,
Good
Batman.
point.
Just doing my job. That's why I'm a hero.
Stella
Now
Diggs is
go
freezing
wait for your
engine and plays
scene.
Addies, children. I'm the narrator, and I'm gonna whip you all in the place now. We want to talk about a dom in the room. It's the narrator. The ice villain then takes his freezing engine and places it in the center of the crystal array.
If revenge is the best dish. Wait. If revenge is a dish, revenge is a dish. It is served cold. If revenge is a dish, best served cold, then put on your Sunday finest. It's time to feast.
Good job, Freeze.
I'm proud of you, Freeze. A beam starts emanating from the engine into the telescope.
Tonight, hell freezes over.
Oh, are we in Texas? Ice begins spreading outward from the array and quickly begins encasing the observatory. Across town, Barbara stands in the Batcave, marveling as the platform she's on rotates her towards the cave's console. As the rotation finishes, she passes through a beam of light, and an image of Alfred appears on the console's main screen.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Identify. Identify.
Are you there, Uncle Alfred? It's me, Barbara.
I expected you might find your way down here, child. I programmed my brain algorithms into the Bat computer because, of course, we call it the Bat computer, not just a computer, and created a virtual simulation.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but I'd like to help Batman and Robin now.
That's fair, but I thought I put everything in the disk that I deliberately told you to not open, but you apparently did anyways. And fortunately, I put in the things anyways because I knew that you would not listen to me because you never have. But that's entirely separate. I anticipated you would and took the liberty to create something in your size.
You've got mail.
You know what, Alfred? It's far too bloody early in the morning for character assassination now. Suit me up, you old bastard!
There's a lot of family stuff going on in this movie.
All right, suit up. Gloves, belt shot, heels, butt shot. Where's the nipple shot? Hey, at least the butt shots are equal opportunity. Mask, chest plate. Ah, there's the chest plate with the nipples. Swishing cape transition to The Robin signal? Robin arrives in an alleyway where the floodlight with his insignia shines. He dismounts the red bird and walks into a nearby building in which is an actual jungle inside. He cautiously walks through the flowers and vines until he arrives at what resembles a combination of a throne room and a bedroom. Ooh la la. A massive blossom opens up to reveal poison ivy. Ha ha! Sex euphemism! Now in a tight red top. Her hair even tighter, higher than before. A flower in full bloom. He watches her walking across a pool filled with lily pads. More euphemisms.
Hi there.
Uh, is your thumb the only part of you that's green?
You'll just have to find out.
Sorry.
Robin, you gotta have a better poker face. She's gonna find out, Robin.
I want us to be together, but you must be serious about turning over a new leaf. I need a sign.
I love all these bad dad jokes. Yay! He clamps onto the massive flower with ivy. There are so many fucking sex euphemisms.
How about slippery when wet?
Only of trust. Tell me your plan.
Kiss me and I'll tell you.
Tell me and I'll kiss you.
Freeze has taken the new telescope and turned it into a giant freezing gun. He's about to turn Gotham into an ice cube.
I've got to stop him.
One kiss, my love, for luck.
She slowly pulls him in and gives him a deep, long.
That... Bad luck, I'm afraid. Time to die, little Robin.
I hate to disappoint you, but
Robin pulls a clear film off his lips. Wouldn't that make it hard to talk?
I was faking how deep my voice was, and rubber lips are immune to your charms.
Wasn't it just a clear film, not rubber? You know what? I'm not gonna Never mind, I know where this is going. This is a lip condom. Ivy quickly shoves Robin off the blossom and into the pool.
See you.
She begins walking out of the room, but Batman appears from the shadows, like he does.
Surprise, motherfucker! You're not the only one who can set a trap. PG-13, you always get one.
Sorry, my vines have a crush on you.
Oh, well played. Well played.
Vines descend from the ceiling, wrap around Batman's ankles, and hoist him upward. Oh, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Got to go. So many people to kill, so little time.
Oh, I'm clenching as hard as I can. Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Barbara, in full Bat-Hero regalia, crashes into the skylight window. Do those come standard in Gotham architecture? Is this how this works?
I still don't know what's going on, but you're about to become compost.
Wah! Shaw! The two begin fighting, and the new hero quickly knocks Poison Ivy down because girl power.
Using feminine wiles to get what you want. Trading on your looks. Read a book, sister. That passive-aggressive number went out long ago. Chicks like you give women a bad name.
In all fairness, I really think of myself as more aggressive.
You know what? That's fair. Barbara misses her kind of awkward attempts to hit on Ivy while she's down. The villainess grabs a vine and starts wielding it as a weapon. In the pool, Robin struggles to untangle himself from the aquatic vines, and above, Batman pulls out a rotating knife that looks like a really fancy pizza cutter and starts sawing at his restraints. The two women continue fighting. That's a cat fight, all right. But Barbara is now on the defensive. Ivy catches Barbara by the ankle.
As I told Lady Freeze when I pulled her plug, this is a one-woman show.
Not anymore.
Yeek! Barbara uses her entire body to use Ivy's whip against her, pulling her off balance and making her let go of her whip. The two stand on even footing once again. Ivy then pulls out a small knife and Barbara hesitates. Really? That's what makes her hesitate? Of all things? Whatever. Ivy notices her reflection in the tiny blade and takes a moment to adjust her hair. Really? Okay. God, I hate this movie. And Barbara courteously waits for her to finish before resuming their fight. Ivy misses, which is unsurprising given the 4 inches of reach the knife provided, before getting struck by Barbara's heel and knocked her back into the giant flower.
Curses!
We've had enough of that in this film already. You can stop your f***ing beeping. Suddenly, the bloom closes around her.
Wait. What? No! No!
It is completely unclear why her plant has seemingly betrayed her. Ah, Audrey too, thank you. And what actual threat it poses to her. This wasn't one of the flora-fauna hybrids with teeth, it was just a flower with big petals. But it seems to be crushing her. Still, a win is a win, and Barbara takes it. The boys finally get free of their respective bindings.
Guys, Freeze is gonna ice the city.
I know. And, you are?
Robin,
No, I mean you, the newbie.
I'm Batgirl.
Well, it's a nice voice, but that name's not very PC. What about Batperson or Batwoman? Because there's no way anybody else is gonna lay claim to that. Certainly no one blood related to me at all. Nope, not even a little bit.
You know, you're right. My bad. Bruce, it's me, Barbara. I found the Batcave.
Oh, okay. How about Bat Barbara, Babs girl, You know what? Never mind. We'll deal with this later.
Babs girl.
That's good. I like Babs.
How about Barbab? Barbat?
We-
No, that's rubbish.
Oh.
Barbab and Robin and Batman. I
Barb, we
like
have
it.
to talk to you about using your real name and your secret name. Also, we gotta get those locks changed. Oh, we gotta get them changed.
Yeah, we definitely do. I sure hope it has nothing to do with any of the classified information we gave to Alfred that he was explicitly supposed to never tell anybody else, except in the event of his. Oh, never mind. Anyway, yeah, she
You
definitely
think you
knows.
saw the
who
medical
we are.
files? All the databases we have access to?
Oh yeah, we got
Let's
a lot
go
of dirt on
with
people.
no.
Ooh, so much dirt.
Oh, so much dirt.
Oh no, the porn, the bat porn. Oh no. Oh.
I guess we'll just have to kill her.
Yep, definitely gonna kill her later, but we've got work to do.
We've got work to do. First, PCs. Let's go. Wipe that history.
Already on it. Pewter, wipe the history. Alpha Protocol, go.
Wait. Can we go back to the part about killing me?
Given that the 3 of them run out together and Barbara's smiling the whole time, we can assume that this was some exceptionally dark humor. But geez, the dry tones made it sound like they had just admitted to premeditated murder. Let's ignore that and the fact that they made no attempt to confirm Ivy's death or otherwise apprehend her, shall we? At the observatory, the ice has encased the entire building.
Let's kick some ice.
Really? The villain has turned the telescope into a massive version of his ice beam and uses it to freeze the entirety of Gotham. That's my shtick, back off. One skyscraper bridge and street at a time. People have turned into icicles on the street. Trains halt in place and buildings have become light blue tomes.
Yes.
Two.
Yes.
A squad of cop cars are iced as they approach the observatory and skid into storefronts. Fortunately, Freeze doesn't seem to notice that the 3 vehicles are bigger and louder than the cop cars approaching. Batman is in a new version of the Batmobile, which has been outfitted with skates on the bottom. When the hell did they have the time to do? You know what? Batgirl is on a motorcycle that now seems to have one wheel on the front and a blade in the back. Why? It's not clear how it was how the traction on the ice-covered road, but you know what? I've stopped asking. And Robin is piloting a fan-propelled bat sled. Yes.
A bat what?
A bat sled. Give me a second. I need another drink. Hold on. Give me a...
Also available from Kenner, holiday 1997. Look, we got to be prepared for the merch. Just
Okay.
saying.
All right.
But be ready
Alcohol.
for 1998 because those figures will not fit that sled anymore. You got to get a brand new bat sled.
Yeah, we'll deal with that when we get our inevitable sequel, because they're obviously gonna make a sequel to this.
Obviously,
Totally.
because you're all in new suits with silver accents, because obviously more merchandising. Apparently they had time to
narrative, that's it.
design and change into them between leaving Ivy's Air and now. I needed more alcohol.
Okay, calculating this. We've got 11 minutes to thaw the city.
One of Freeze's minions barrels through frozen cars in the villain's tank and begins firing icicle rockets everywhere. Apparently this thing had rocket launchers the whole time and weren't used until now, whatever. About a dozen of the icicles fly wildly, getting nowhere close to the bat vehicles, but one of them sails towards Barbara, who, oh no, jumps up several dozen feet and lands on the bat's... Girl? How?
Haha, I gotcha.
She then jumps from the sled back onto her bike, which presumably was on autopilot because it hasn't crashed or lost any speed. Icicle rockets continue firing at them until the Batmobile turns and skates to a halt in front of the tank, which deploys its ice beam.
Computer, update on Alpha Protocol. Very important. Also, shield.
The beam bounces harmlessly off a wing-shaped shield. How does it work? Yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. The shield continues rotating until it's reflecting the beam back at the tank. The Bat vehicle continues towards the observatory, and the Freeze finally sees them, but chooses not to use his super weapon. Look, I'm so tired. I'm done. I'm out. I'm so f***ing out.
I'll finish off the city. You killed the kids. This is Bane. He's got my back. He can cut all you in half with one sword stroke, just like Moin the... Wait, this is a different script. Oh, hold on. Okay. You killed the kids, but leave me the bat.
I am a Bane.
Am I still here? All right. The heroes dismount their vehicles and use grappling hooks to hoist themselves up to the observatory, but find it unoccupied? Whatever. An awesome light show of the galaxy is being projected onto the inside of the dome, though. Ah, yay. Galaxy Quest. I quite enjoy this film.
Computer, update on Alpha Protocol. And also, I see no signs of the snowman.
Maybe he melted?
No. He's just hibernating.
They continue making good use of their grappling hooks and puns, and swing over to the crystal array. Batman places several blinking devices around the frozen scientists.
Aha, these heaters will thaw them.
I've got about 10 million more of them.
11. We have 8 minutes until a city full of Gothamites? Gothamites are ice cubes forever.
Spoken like someone who was raised in Bloodhaven. Anyway, sunlight could reverse the freezing process.
I wish I was frozen in ice right now. Well, sunrise isn't for 5 hours.
Well, here it is.
But, guys, it's morning in the Congo.
Ah, if we could relay the sunlight.
From the other side of the equator, a different time zone.
Oh, guys, I've got it! It's daytime in Australia. We just have to get it to the other side. No, you know what? Never mind. Dumb idea. It'll take the satellites a minute to realign, but damn!
Damn? Dam's not good unless you're damming a river for power.
Those targeting miners are frozen. The thawing beam won't work.
All right. I'll set the telescope. You thaw the mirrors. I
Mirrors,
really
it's
hope they're
mirrors,
only thawing
Batman.
mirrors.
You won't
Otherwise,
see
oh
mirrors.
boy, we're gonna have some words when we get back to the cave.
It's alright, they're miners with an E, not an O. Miners with an E. Batgirl and Robin use heat rays while Batman types into the console, and the satellite that says U.S. Army begins repositioning itself into the atmosphere. Why are the satellites this telescope has access to? The Army satellites? 6 minutes until midnight, and peekaboo.
Tonight's forecast. A freeze is coming. Get it?
But you're not even breathing. The Iceman pops up out of nowhere, grabs Batman, and throws him into the telescope's tube. The impact causes the machine to tilt, throwing Batgirl and Robin out of the building while Batman is left clinging to a piece of scaffolding. I just spat on my monitor.
Oh, bye-bye to your monitor, and bye-bye to you!
Freeze disables the satellite targeting while Robin uses his trusty grappling hook to hook an icicle and catch Batgirl.
I got you.
I got you, babe. The icicle he grappled breaks, and they're falling again. Fortunately, Batgirl has a grappling hook too, and hooks a much more reliable steel beam, because obviously girl power.
Nah.
Above, Freeze rotates the telescope, causing Batman to fall and be caught by his ankles in the air and the Notsky telescope.
Oh no, not my ankles!
It's a living.
It's been one of those days.
The telescope collides with the platform the scientists are standing on and sweeps them up as well. Dr. Lee and his assistant didn't believe any of it. They did believe it. They didn't deserve it, though.
Well, yeah, anyway.
Batman uses, you guessed it, his grappling hook to grab a wall and pull himself free. Then up to Mr. Freeze, whom he kicks in the chest. Kitty shot. 5 minutes
My
left.
tits.
Batman retakes the telescope's controls, but Freeze quickly grabs him from behind and they begin fighting. As for Batgirl and Robin, the moment they pull themselves up to the observatory again, they're ambushed by Bane and pinned against a wall. The scientists cheer Batman and jeer Freeze as they scuffle.
Dirty fighter! Dirty fighter!
I'm a dirty boy.
I don't like where this fanfiction's going. Quickly, narrator!
I don't either. Batman gets the targeting back on track. 2 of the 3 satellites are now locked in place. Nearby, the other 2 heroes struggle against Bane's powerful grasp. Ah, please!
Oh, I'm not choking because of Bane. I'm choking because of what he said.
Yabe, 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 yabe! They nudge the tube in the back of Bane's head with their feet, and the venom liquid begins spewing everywhere as the monstrous luchador falls backwards and then shrinks to its original size. It seems Dr.
was a
Woodrue didn't
Bane.
plan for anything to ever graze those tubes on his super shoulders.
I was a Bane. Yay, Batman!
Batman is hit, and Freeze disables the satellite targeting again.
Oh no, Batman!
Batman gets up again, and Freeze grabs him by the neck. Ah, never mind. But the hero pulls out and... Someone take the next
Finish
one,
the
please.
sentence, for the love of God.
Wait,
Finish
run
this.
that
You know
back.
what? You know what? I got this. Everybody, cool it. I got this.
You got this.
But the hero, i.e. me, Batman, pulls out from his belt another heating device and places it on the villain's chest.
So you're
The
saying
hero,
you don't-
i.e.
wait,
me,
wait, you're saying
Batman.
you don't pull out?
Pulling outs for
Listen.
bitches.
Heroes don't do that. Anyway, freeze! The heat is on.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The line was missing imperative words there. Batman's fist is on Mr. Freeze's face like Last Christmas is on every radio station in December because wham. The villain falls backward into the crystal array, destroying the freezing engine. 4 minutes left.
Tick tock, tick tock. Everyone all right down there?
Yeah.
All right, here goes.
Sequence locked. Relay beams in place. A massive beam of sunlight bounces across satellites across the world and over to Gotham Observatory, getting caught by massive mirrors around the building and funneled into the telescope, which become a heat ray. Mr. Freeze screams in pain as some of the light hits him.
Pew pew!
Ah,
Hang on.
The telescope has now been repurposed into a heat ray, oh my, which begins thawing the city. Keep in mind, the scientists are still hanging onto the side of the telescope. They must have really good upper body strength.
Batman, you're doing it.
I'm very glad to see that you're using the gems that are provided to you by Wayne Enterprises. I'll let Mr. Wayne know. Also, you've totally lost Freeze.
I think not. Bombs away, Batman. It's time for me to pull out.
The icicle bombs that Bane placed age ago are now detonated. God, I can't read anymore. The villain is
Detonated.
caught in the blast as they engulf the building.
Freeze in hell, Batman.
Batgirl and Robin leave Bane to presumably die as they escape, while Batman jumps onto the tube of the telescope to save the scientists. But crash! The telescope collapses and the tube tumbles out of the observatory. The other 2 heroes see the machine falling.
What should we do now?
Pray.
Hang on!
Grappling hook! All right, Mabel, please. Batman catches the side of the building.
Grab onto my utility belt.
No.
Is that what they call it these days? He holds onto the scientists as they swing to safety, and the telescope crashes to the ground beneath them.
Thank you, Batman.
Thank you, thank you.
Batman begins lifting himself upward again, passing Batgirl and Robin as he goes.
Need a ride, kids?
They grab onto him and return to the destroyed Magic School Bus. Please keep reading.
Thanks, Dad. But most of Gotham's still frozen.
It's midnight. The telescope's gone. There's no way to thaw the city.
Satellites could be positioned to thaw the city, but it'd take a computer genius, a
I
Morgan
got this.
Freeman
I
type,
totally
if you
got
will,
this.
who is not in this movie. Damn.
I totally got this. I got this, guys.
You don't got anything.
agree.
I've got this.
I got degrees.
You don't got anything.
She is literally in school for college. Move it, Dick.
I do
I'm a
quite-
doctor.
I like how
Go
our
away,
parents
Bane!
are telling us to call Superman, but we have taste. Therefore, we will not do so. They go to the console together and find it flipped over.
We're gonna have upside down.
Apparently, I'm in school for college, but we'll circle back to that later. Men, everything the hard way.
Damn straight. She hits a few keys and flips the display because she knows what she's doing.
Listen, you could be in school for school. It's like a teacher thing or a professor thing. Also, hey, how's it going? You're pretty good at this, little girl.
What the fuck did you just say to me? You want to say it to my fucking face, huh?
I did! I looked you in the eye!
At ease, children.
Watch and learn, little boy.
Hell yeah.
New alignment. Multi-path sequence locked. Multiple beams of light start sweeping across the city, thawing the city and everyone in it, while she's presumably causing a lot of flooded damage to buildings, but at least everyone's alive.
Ah. In words that could probably be turned into an inspirational adult contemporary song by a band from the United Kingdom. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day.
He walks over to Mr. Freeze, who is lying on the ground, immobile. His suit is destroyed, and his body is quickly deteriorating. Batman, didn't we just have a conversation about how you don't kill people?
He's fine. Look, I'm taking him back to Arkham Asylum. See, I'm taking you back to Arkham Asylum, Freeze.
No. Go on. Kill me too. Just as you killed my wife. My wife! My wife!
You know I didn't kill your wife, right?
Batman pulls out a small device that plays a recording of Poison Ivy.
As I told Lady Freeze when I pulled her plug, this is a one-woman show.
Oh, my wife!
No, Vic, it's totally fine. She's totally not dead.
Huh?
No, it's cool. We found her, restored her. Yeah, she's frozen, alive, and waiting for you to find a cure.
She lives?
Yes.
She lives.
Contradictory to a thing I said in my second year on this job. Vengeance isn't power. Anyone can take a life. Not counting those guys in the warehouse that time I was saving Clark's mom. But to give life, that's true power. A power you once had.
She's alive. She's alive! She's alive!
That's right. So I'm asking you, Victor Freeze, please, help me save another life. Show me how to cure McGregor's syndrome in stage 1. And maybe you can also save the life of the man your wife once loved. He's still inside you, Victor. Buried deep beneath the snow. Will you help me, Doctor?
The Iceman is still for a moment, but then opens a panel on his gauntlet and pulls out 2 vials of glowing blue liquid.
You're all right, Batman. There is still a man inside me. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Out of respect for this magnanimous gesture, I won't punch you in the teeth for that one. And I'll also have your wife moved to the lab at Arkham. You'll be able to continue your research there.
Batman and Victor Freeze nod solemnly to each other, and soon enough, the vials are being hooked up to an IV for Alfred.
All we can do now is wait and hope.
Wrong film, this is no longer A New Hope. Over at Arkham, Poison Ivy sits alone in a cell. She looks like a wilted flower. Oh wait, I just realized she lived. Weak and slightly trembling as she plucks at the petals of the only small flower in the room. It's not clear what has caused her to become so weak.
He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me.
Not!
Bright blue light suddenly Bright blue lights suddenly activate, and Victor steps out of the shadows in a fully repaired cryosuit. We can only assume that Ivy was in such a stupor that she didn't notice her cell door opening. Freeze walking in and the door shutting. Also, who thought it was a good idea to let the supervillain keep their power suit that they used to escape in the last time they were here instead of putting them into a cell with cold beam like they did in the first time? Whatever.
Because we need an excuse to have a video game in about 12 years' time. Just run with it.
I'd really rather not. I know we're hoping he's given up his life of crime, but this really does feel quite irresponsible.
Surprise! Ha! Happy birthday! I am your new cellmate. I've come to make your life a living hell. Prepare for a bitter harvest. Winter has come. At last.
All right, Kit, we get it, we get it. Poison Ivy stares in fear as Victor smiles menacingly. The next morning, sunlight streams into the windows of the Wayne Manor. Pizza boxes, paper plates, and other garbage is strewn about the living room. Barbara sleeps on one couch while Dick sits on another, and Bruce, wearing a hoodie, paces about. He turns his head when he hears the soft sound of footsteps approaching from the foyer.
Ahem.
Do you need a cough drop, Alfred? I've got you. All right, all right. Barbara blinks awake and smiles as she sees her uncle standing at the edge of the room.
Alfred, are you?
Rather disappointed at how poorly I have taught you proper housekeeping and the fact that you didn't leave, either you didn't leave a doctor watching my room, which meant that a sickly patient was allowed to just walk free, / was just, not being observed. I could have had my condition have a turn for the worse. I could have been allergic to that medicine, Bruce, and no one was there actually observing me, or the doctor is highly irresponsible in letting me walk around literally hours after my treatment. But quite well, it seems.
Get on with it!
Barbara and Dick run over to Alfred and hug him. You really shouldn't go hug him right now. You might knock him over. He is in recovery.
Thanks to you, son. Thanks to you all. I really should, thank all of you properly.
Well done, Bruce.
You too. Well done.
I just got one question. When Batgirl and I fell off the telescope, why didn't you try to save us? It's the first time I've fallen, and you weren't there to catch me, like a safety net.
I figured you could handle it. Sometimes counting on somebody else is the only way to win.
Excuse me. I believe I'm the one who kicked Ivy's botanical butt. Yeah, that was me. Not you. Me. Because I'm the only woman in the room who seems capable of doing anything right. That was me.
Well, as for you are going back to school.
Now, fuck off, Batman.
The fuck you say? Fuck you say in Wayne Manor? No,
You heard me. You heard me. No! You!
The narrator is now interrupting. Bruce chuckles to himself and Barbara holds out her hand.
Oh, I was gonna tell Bruce he wasn't gonna win this.
You can do that too.
He's not gonna win this.
Thank you.
Just kidding. Partners?
Mostly, also kidding. Mostly. But partners.
Partners?
Absolutely partners.
Partners?
We're going to need a bigger cave and a better writing team.
We'll do that
are
in
you
the
doing?
sequel, Alfred, which we are absolutely 100% gonna get. Isn't that right, everybody? We're gonna have a sequel.
Hashtag blame Joel!
Hashtag blame Joel.
Thank you for listening to our radio drama presentation of Batman and Robin. I'm sorry for your ears. Batman/Bruce Wayne was played by Mario Bueno. Robin/Dick Grayson was played by Mary Rivette. Mr. Freeze/Victor Freeze was played by Cam Griffin. Poison Ivy/Pamela Isley was played by Celeste English. Batgirl/Barbara Wilson was played by a combination of Taylor Starnes and Queer Noob. Alfred Pennyworth and Guest 1 were played by Joel Guttman. Dr. Woodrue, Julie Madison, Miss Behavin', Scientist, Henchman, Mr. Snow Meiser, Biker, Guard 2, and Guest 2 were played by Danny Hill. Commissioner Gordon, Bane, Spike, Dr. Lee, Emcee, Frosty, Doctor, Glow, Guard 1, Guest 3, Officer, and Banker were played by Lealin Queen. Gossip Qwerty was played by a combination of Lealin Queen and Taylor Starnes. Julie Madison was played by a combination of Danny Hill, Taylor Starnes, and Kaylee Reyes. Other bit parts were shuffled in real time due to miscommunications, errors, and assorted other issues led by Joel Guttman. Narration was begrudgingly done by me, Kaylee Reyes. Audio engineering was provided by John H. Baker. Script adaptation was done by Joel Guttman. Hashtag blame Joel. We are pleased to announce that on Sunday, December 18th, we will be doing a radio drama presentation. Oh, God. Really? Really? Oh, no. We are going back to our roots with Pokemon Live the musical, sent through Google Translate and back. The performance will begin at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central. This cast really has gone off the deep end now, hasn't it? For more nerdy content, please follow Digital Era Entertainment here on Twitch, and you can listen to our past radio drama performances on Digital Era Entertainment's YouTube channel. Once again, thank you for tuning in. We hope you'll get to join us next time.
Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us across social media for updates. Thanks for watching!